Hey everybody, Wondrous Wally here, and today I figured I'd do something a little bit different for you guys. I'm going to do a little bit more of a how-to video today, and today's specialty, if you haven't been able to figure out, is going to be over a game called Hawken. Now, Hawken is a free-to-play game that you can download through the PlayStation Store, or I believe off of Hawken's website if you're playing on PC. I believe it's also going to be through the Xbox Store as well if you guys are playing on Xbox One. It's pretty fun. Like I said, absolutely free. You know, if you want to put some money into the game, I suppose you can, but you don't have to in order to jump on in and play, which is what Buff and I have been doing over the last few days. So, over those last few days, I feel that I've come to understand the game a little bit more and, you know, some of the finer workings and details of it. So I figured I'd pass that information on to you guys and give you guys a few pointers and tips as far as the game goes, especially when it came to navigating its menus. I know for certain when I first started, the menus confused me quite a bit, and it was a little bit hard trying to figure out where everything was and how you were supposed to figure it all out. So, let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments below. If you don't mind, like and subscribe. Could always use that support, and we greatly appreciate it. And hey, let me know how the video goes and whether or not you guys like it, and if so, I'll try and do more of these in the future. So, without further ado, let's get started, and I hope you guys find this video a little bit helpful and possibly insightful. So the first menu that we're obviously going to come to is going to be your main screen. This is very simply where you're going to be able to get all your quick links into a few things. You're going to see your leaderboards, your daily rewards, mechs, market, career, settings, and your play button. So the first menu is going to be the sub rewards category. Now these are kind of cool. As you go through and you play the different missions and styles of game modes, you'll unlock more of these. But what these are is just going to be a daily bonus to your general XP and your in-game currency. Now the next menu that we're going to look at is probably going to be about the most important one, and that's going to be your Mech Trees. Now, this is where you will go to view and eventually go into and upgrade and tweak around all your mechs and view the progression system that you have to take in order to buy mechs. As you can see, it's kind of set up as a web pattern. So in order to get to further mechs along that web, you have to unlock first the prerequisite mechs. Pretty simple process, all in all. You just got to play the games, earn your in-game credits, then go in and simply purchase the mechs. Through the use of the buttons in the upper left-hand corner, you can actually view this as a grid rather than a web form. I personally prefer the web as it shows you the progression tree and you don't have to read which mechs go where, but this can be a nice feature for just trying to find individually named mechs and take a look at those. The next screen that we're going to look at is actually the Mech Customization screen, and that's done by simply clicking on the mech in either its web or grid form. As you can see, this pulls up my Assault variant mech, and this is the tab that's going to cover everything from lore and stats to weapons, integrals, items, consumables, the whole 9 yards. This allows you to tweak everything down to the smallest detail on your mech and even shows you the details of your mech's different abilities. Now from here, if we go and we take a look at the lore and stats, this will just show you a general rule of thumb. It'll show you sort of your general KD there in the middle and your basic stats and overview of how well you've done with this mech. Next tab we're going to take a look at is going to be the weapons tab. Now with the weapons, you can't modify your secondary weapon, but you can your primary weapon. You just click on it and it'll show you all available options that are ready to be deployed on that given section. Pretty simple, and you can even see them get changed on your mech. Next is the internals. Now this is where it gets kind of fun and tricky. The internals is actually based off of a sizing system. If you look there in the middle, you'll actually see a size rating. And what that shows you is how many different component slots you're going to take up. If you look down, as I scroll down here, you'll see it switches to 2, then 3, then 4 sizes. And if I unplug that, you'll see that 4 slots become available up top. Now, this is important to know because, well, obviously you're limited on size, and so you have to pick the best combination of proper internals that you think will adequately apply to your mech and give you the best advantage. Personally, I like running the advanced repair, which is what you saw, and the evasive, but you know, it's going to be up to each pilot to figure out what they like. You can put as many in as you can fit space. And just be aware that as you increase the amount of space required, say on a given platform, such as, and I think I find it here in just a moment, yeah, there we are, the deflectors, you'll notice the size 2 deflectors does 20%, but a size 1 deflector is only going to give you 10% additional armor. And then I believe I scroll down here and the size 3s are going to give you 30. So, like I said, it's all up to personal preference and user availability. Next section after that is going to be items. Now, items are going to be things that you can use for a certain number of quantities within a given match. You'll notice they're based off of a size system as well. However, every item is a size 3, so you can automatically just only equip 2 of them. Certain items cannot be paired up together. Take, for example, the Detonator Mark 1s are not going to be allowed to be paired up with Detonator Mark 3s. You're just restricted on that. So pick the items that are going to be best suited for your mech and your given playstyle, and go have fun. Last couple menus we want to take a look at are obviously going to be our play menus. So you're going to click play, and it'll pull you up to all your different game modes. And as you can see, there's a variety of different ones. Pick whatever you feel like having fun with. If you got friends or if you're just solo, you can figure it out. Server browsers, they're pretty cool. You've obviously got your training and your VR modes there. And then you can even go explore the maps without actually having to compete in them. Kind of a neat feature. Not a lot of games do that. Now, the last big feature that I really want to take a look at with you guys is probably the most important one if you're going to be playing with friends, and that's going to be your friend menu. Now, to do this on PS4 anyway, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull L1, and that's going to pull up this menu here. And as you can see, you obviously got your party lobby and any online friends that you happen to have. It's also going to be through this menu that you will actually join your friends in matches if you are playing with them. This is done by having your friend be the one to press the play button, and then when they're in a match, you can go through, highlight their name, and it's a little wonky to do sometimes, and it's kind of hard to tell. There'll be a little green mech symbol that'll light up next to their name on that side, but there it is. It pops up, join server appears at the bottom there, and then you can click that, and it'll launch you in, and you can join you up here with your buddies in their match. And there you have it, guys. A basic rundown on the menus of Hawken, and a little bit of gameplay to boot. So, I hope this video helped anyone that, had downloaded this game and was having some issues trying to figure out the menus. I know they threw me for a loop when I first started, so I figured I'd make something and just give you guys a little hand with figuring all that out. Like I said earlier, it's free to download. The cost is $0.00. It's not going to be something you invest hours upon hours in, but for a quick 10-minute match here and there, it's a lot of fun. So, anyways, thanks everyone for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video. And who knows, maybe even some of you I'll see on the battlefield of Hawken. Till then, I'm Wondrous Wally, and I'll see you guys after a while. Thanks much for watching. Bye.